Susan Noles breaks silence on speculation she's dating Jack Lencioni. January 23, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Golden Bachelor and Golden Bachelorette fans have been pairing up possible couples from the franchise. One of those possibilities, at least for fans, is Susan Noles and Jack Lencioni. Fans thought these two personalities would complement each other well. Now, she's breaking her silence on whether or not the two are actually dating. Keep reading to find out all the details. Susan Noles reveals if she and Jack Lencioni are dating. Fans have really been hoping to see outgoing Golden Bachelor alums Susan Noles and Jack Lencioni get together and explore a potential relationship. Susan appeared on iHeartRadio's I Do, Part 2 podcast, where she dished on whether or not they are actually dating. Noles started out by saying, "God bless Jack." She went on to sadly let fans down. She said, "The world thought Susan and Jack. Jack likes to cook like I do. We did meet, and he'd be a great friend." While fans think these two could be a match made in heaven, Susan thinks that perhaps they are too much alike. She said, "We're both loud, and we're both Italian, and we both like to cook, and we're both funny at times. Two of the same as me may be not so good." So sorry, Bachelor Nation, a potential romance between Susan and Jack is a no-go. However, she's not giving up on finding love. Would Susan go on Golden Bachelor in Paradise? Things are not destined to work out between Susan Noles and Jack Lencioni, but that isn't going to stop her from looking for love. She mentioned that there has been talk about having a Golden Bachelor in Paradise. Would she agree to appear on the show and look for love again? Susan said she would gladly do it after first joking around that she said no way would it work at their age. Plus, she said there is also no way they would go to Mexico with bugs and no air conditioning. So Susan is hoping that the show will have a paradise, but rather than have it on the beach, she thinks a nice cruise ship would be incredible. She also thinks there should be some new men added to the mix since so many of Joan Vasso's contestants are already in committed relationships. Susan had more to say about Golden Bachelor in Paradise. She said, "Here's the issue. Women are not shy, so those men that did not get chosen, and they're all lovely men. I've interviewed quite a few of them and had them on our podcast and got to know them, and they're great guys. Most of them are taken." However, this will not stop Susan from continuing her search for a second chance at love. She believes in staying positive and that good things will come. What do you think about Susan and Jack not being a match? Do you think there should be a Golden Paradise? Stay tuned for more started when fans noticed how much Susan and Jack have in common. Both share Italian heritage, a love of cooking, and an infectious sense of humor. Their vibrant personalities seemed like a recipe for romance, and many hoped that the duo might find happiness together. But what does Susan herself have to say about these rumors? Susan recently appeared on iHeartRadio's popular podcast I Do, Part 2, where she candidly addressed the swirling speculation. Fans had been eagerly awaiting her thoughts on the matter, and she didn't disappoint. Susan started by saying, "God bless Jack." Her tone was warm and appreciative, but it quickly became clear that she was setting the record straight. She continued, "The world thought Susan and Jack. Jack likes to cook like I do. We did meet, and he'd be a great friend." While her words were kind, they also dashed the hopes of fans rooting for a romance. Susan explained that while they share many similarities, their personalities might be too alike to make a romantic relationship work. "We're both loud, we're both Italian, we both like to cook, and we're both funny at times," Susan said with a laugh. "Two of the same as me may be not so good." And with that, Susan gently but firmly shut down the idea of a romantic connection with Jack. Still, she made it clear that she values their budding friendship and respects him deeply. While the possibility of a romance with Jack Lencioni is off the table, Susan Noles isn't giving up on her quest for love. In fact, she's already considering what her next steps might be. During her podcast appearance, Susan shared her thoughts on the idea of a Golden Bachelor in Paradise, a spin-off that would give Golden Bachelor alums another chance to find love in a more relaxed setting. When asked if she'd participate in such a show, Susan didn't hesitate. "Oh, I'd gladly do it," she said with her signature humor and enthusiasm. But not before poking fun at the idea of older contestants enduring the typical tropical setting of paradise. "No way would it work at our age," Susan joked. "Mexico, with bugs and no air conditioning? Forget it." She suggested that instead of the beach, producers should consider hosting the show on a luxurious cruise ship. "Imagine it," she said, clearly excited by the idea. "A beautiful ship, amazing views, all the comforts you need, and plenty of romance. That's the way to do it." Fans have already started buzzing about the possibility of a golden paradise at sea, and it's easy to see why Susan's idea has gained traction. A cruise ship could offer a unique twist on the franchise, bringing together past contestants in a glamorous and age-appropriate setting. Social media was abuzz with comments and memes about the potential pairing. One fan wrote, "Susan and Jack are like the Romeo and Juliet of Golden Bachelor Nation, but without the tragic ending, please." Another joked, "Can you imagine the cook-offs they'd have? That's a reality show in itself." While Susan's recent comments have put an end to these dreams, fans can't help but hold out hope that she'll find someone equally dynamic and full of life. "It would be a game changer," Susan said. "Imagine all of us on this amazing ship, exploring beautiful destinations, and getting to know each other in a relaxed, fun environment. It's the perfect setting for romance." Many fans agree. Social media has been flooded with support for the idea, with some even suggesting specific cruise lines that might be a good fit. "Golden Bachelor Nation on the Love Boat, sign me up," one fan tweeted. As Susan looks to the future, she remains committed to her journey of finding love. While her time on The Golden Bachelor didn't lead to a lasting relationship, she views the experience as a stepping stone. "Life doesn't always go the way you plan," Susan said. "But every experience teaches you something new about yourself and what you're looking for. I'm grateful for the journey and excited for what's next." Her positive attitude and sense of humor continue to inspire fans, many of whom have reached out to share their support. Susan's story is a reminder that it's never too late to take a chance on love, no matter your age or circumstances. The rumors about Susan Noles and Jack Lencioni may have been put to rest, but the story doesn't end there. Susan's openness, humor, and resilience have made her a beloved figure within the Golden Bachelor franchise. While Jack might not be her perfect match, Susan's journey is far from over. Whether it's on a cruise ship, a new dating show, or in her everyday life, she's ready to embrace whatever comes next. So what do you think, Bachelor Nation? Are you disappointed that Susan and Jack aren't a couple, or are you excited about the possibility of a Golden Bachelor in Paradise? Share your thoughts and stay tuned for more updates on your favorite contestants and all the latest news from Bachelor Nation.